Hello, friend. It's Miss Kristina over at the Corona Public Library, bringing another preschool story time. And today, we're going to be reading all about art. Are you ready? Me too. Okay, it's time for a story. Now we're going to read Art by Patrick McDonnell. This is art. And this is art. And art and his art. Can you tell them apart? When art is in play, get out of art's way. He zigs, he zags, he really gets wired. There's no stopping art when art is inspired. He draws, scribbles, that squiggle. Dots, red, yellow, and blue. Splotches with blotches. And the curliest cue. Art stares at the paper and uses his noodle to conjure up a perfect doodle. And doodles need houses, trees. I wonder what else they need. And cool cars and a dog. A moon and a billion bright stars. Art draws and draws till he flops in a heap, and among his creations he falls fast asleep. Now let's be quiet to try something we've heard. A picture is worth 1,000 words. Look at him taking off to the moon. And when he awakes a little bit later, Art sees his art on the refrigerator. Held there by magnets, stars, and a heart. Put there by Mother. 'Cause Mother, well, she just loves art. The end. Okay, it sounds like it's time for a song. And we're going to do Baby Shark. So get your little baby sharks out, and here we go.
Baby shark do 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 do, baby shark do 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 do, baby shark do 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 do, baby shark. Mommy shark do 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 do, mommy shark do 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 do, mommy shark do 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 do, mommy shark. Daddy shark do 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 do, daddy shark do 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 Grandpa Shark, do-do-do-do-do, Grandpa Shark, do-do-do-do-do, Grandpa Shark. Let's go hunt, do-do-do-do-do, let's go hunt, do-do-do-do-do, let's go hunt, do-do-do-do-do, let's go hunt. Run away, do-do-do-do-do, run away, do-do-do-do-do, run away, do-do-do-do-do, run away. Safe at last, do-do-do-do-do, safe at last, do-do-do-do-do, safe at last, do-do-do-do-do, safe at last. It's the end, do-do-do-do-do, it's the end, do-do-do-do-do, it's the end, do-do-do-do-do, it's the end.
Okay, it's time for a story. Now we're going to read Drawing Lessons from a Bear, written by David McPahil. When I was young, my mother gave me lessons on how to be a bear. This is how a bear walks, she told me, and this is how a bear sits. She showed me which berries were good to eat and which ones weren't. Some I found out about on my own. I learned to catch fish in a river and to climb trees to look for honey. One day I began to make claw marks in the dirt floor of our den. My mother didn't mind as long as I paid attention to my being a bear lessons. At first, the marks didn't look like much, but the more I drew, the better my drawings looked. Ooh. I went to the dump with my mother and some other bears. While they looked for things to eat, I searched for scraps of paper. I spent the afternoon drawing pictures on the paper with a burnt stick from a campfire. I drew a picture of a bear in a tree and gave it to my mother. She was so pleased that she put it up on the wall of her den with some magnet rocks. When I went to school, I learned how to read and write and add and subtract. But I kept drawing. My teacher encouraged me. I drew hundreds of pictures. I drew pictures of the things I saw around me, like rocks and trees and birds and clouds. Other times I drew pictures of things I had never seen, things I could only imagine, like dinosaur races on the moon or a furry animal with wings. I love going to the museum. Seeing all those wonderfully drawn pictures inspired me. It made me want to draw even more. I tried to copy some of the pictures I saw. As I copied, I discovered things that made my own drawings even better. During the summer, I often drew pictures all day long. I would start when the sun came up and stop when the sun went down. In the fall, I was busy getting ready for my long winter sleep. But I always found time to do at least one drawing. During the winter, I would wake up and draw. Many years have passed. I am a big bear now, but I still love to draw. I am invited to dine with kings and queens and presidents. I even draw pictures for them on a napkin. I've been given medals and prizes for my drawings. I've been offered big houses and fancy cars, but I don't take them. I don't even know how to drive. For I am a bear. I am content to live in my den in the forest and draw pictures. I was born a bear, and I will always be a bear, but I am an artist, too, because that is what I have decided to be. Just as you can be an artist, if that's what you want to be. If you love to draw and you'd rather spend your time drawing than doing just about anything else, I'd say you're well on your way. You can't be a bear, but you can be an artist. Are you an artist? Then say so. Say it softly to yourself, or say it loudly for the whole world to hear. I am an artist. There. Now you are an artist for all time and forever. The end. Okay, it's time for a song. We're gonna do If You're Happy and You Know It. Ready? If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, and you really wanna show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, and you really wanna show it. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray, hooray! If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray, hooray! If you're happy and you know it, and you really wanna show it. If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray, hooray! Alright, now we're gonna do all three. If you're happy and you know it, do all three. Clap, clap, stomp, stomp, hooray! If you're happy and you know it, do all three. Clap, clap, stomp, stomp, hooray! If you're happy and you know it, and you really wanna show it. If you're happy and you know it, do all three. Clap, clap, stomp, stomp, hooray! Okay, and now it's time for a craft. Today we're going to be making a paper paint palette, just like Bob Ross, created by Maker Exchange. Some of the supplies we're going to need are a piece of paper, crayons, colored pencils or markers, and a pair of scissors. The first thing we want to do is draw an outline of our paint palette. It can be as big or as small as you like, but don't forget to create the hole for your thumb. Next, we're going to use our colors to create our paint blobs on our paint palette. And we can do as many colors as we like, and we can even mix them just like a professional does. And now you are ready to play painter and create your next masterpiece. That's it for today, but don't forget we have a bunch of other virtual story times just waiting for you on our YouTube playlist, or go to cityofcorona.com/library for additional e-media. You can also participate in the Click, Park, and Pickup, or stop by the library and browse the bookshelves yourself. See you next time.